All right, Panther fans. So, I'm tired. I'm tired, but it's good. It's early in the morning. You could tell it's cloudy out here. This is the morning after the game last night, 4-0 Tampa. The game is so unimportant for me right now. What this video is about what happened last night at the game when I got to meet everybody. I'm going to forget names. I'm going to forget, so please bear with me. First thing I absolutely have to do is thank Magda Lynette again. None of this happens without her and her generosity. She went way over and above what she originally set out to do for me and everything. So I can't thank you enough, Magda, for that. None of this goes down without your help. So genuinely, I know that the surprise was for Mark, but it ended up just being as important for me as anything else. I didn't know. I didn't know. There was so many people that came. There was so many people that came. Trey met us, and Andy met us, and then Dana met us right before, before we even got into the arena and everything. And Dana's another one where none of this happens without Dana, because Dana's been there literally since day one. She was the first member, but she was like day one of the channel. She's been there. So, like I said to Dana yesterday, you know who you are. Oh, and Trey was there. It was awesome to meet Trey. He had the championship belt with him. And basically, for you guys, if you're having trouble with the ladies, get yourself a Panthers championship belt. It will solve your problem permanently. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Trey didn't believe me at first. I tried to tell him, I said, Trey, every girl that's walking by is checking out that belt. And then after a few interactions, he was like, I think you might be right. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was watching it happen. So, and then we get to section 115, and I had no idea that there would be so many people that would come up to meet Kyle and I. And I mean, I'm going to forget, I know Bill and Donna came, Betty showed up, and that was outstanding to finally meet you. Heather, that was so outstanding. Jen came, everybody, Metal was there, Brian was there, Lolo was there, Cruz was there. There was so many more. I don't want to keep naming too many people, because the more I name, the more I'm going to forget. But the one thing I got to say is that we got to do this again right. Now, this time it was a bit of a surprise, right? We all know how it had to happen there. So it was kind of impromptu yesterday. There was not enough time. There was not enough time. Next time, and there will be a next time sooner than later, we have to arrange something as a genuine take over a restaurant type of thing or something like that, because too many times I didn't get the chance to, Jen was there and I barely had a chance to say hi, and then I was talking with Matt, Superfan, and we went off to take a picture, and I came back, and I remember taking a picture with Jen, but it's like, Jen, I know you were standing there wanting and to meet us, and I don't even, email me. Email me the pictures. That's the other thing, is everybody that took pictures with your phones, flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com, email me. But the point I'm trying to make is that there were a lot of people that I only got a chance to barely say hi to, and then there was a lot more people basically behind you guys, and so I kind of feel bad that some of you came out, and I was just like, I don't want to come off as a certain way, you know what I mean? It was like a lot of people was just like hi and bye real quick. The number of people that came up in not just where we met people at 115, but during intermissions and just walking everywhere, people were like, Jaws. And the number of stories that I got from you all about, my husbands and wives that watch together, fathers and sons, or fathers and daughters, a whole family sitting down to watch the videos after the game. All I can say is thank you. I didn't expect that. It was not. When you're on this side of the camera, it doesn't compute so much. You know what I mean? You don't really. I'm just kind of being myself on camera and just yelling at the camera. That's what I do, right? And so you don't really, I see the videos. They get 500 views, right? And I know that there's 200 people, like for a recap, I know that there's 200 of you where in the first hour and a half you're watching. But getting to meet so many of you face to face like that, it really gave me a different perspective on what we do, and the number of people saying, please don't stop, and thanking us for the content and everything, definitely rekindled my motivation to make this thing work. So I'm out of credit cards, so I had to get a job, I guess. I don't know. But I won't quit. I won't quit. That's what I'm saying there. It was just an overall incredible night. I know the game kind of sucked. At least Chucky came back, right? Although he obviously wasn't himself. We've got some time off. And Chucky, if you need a week or two off, just take it. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one to notice this about Bobrovsky, but I bet you he's sick. I don't know. Something wasn't right, because I wish they would have just started Spencer the second game in a row, because when Bob would go down and he was getting up, it was like an old man getting up. He was like, okay, I'm up. I'm back on my skates. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed that. They probably don't show that on camera. So if anybody else was at the game and kind of saw that, it looked to me like he might have been sick. And you could kind of tell Bennett just wasn't feeling himself. I know he's still been ill from the few games. And when the whistle blew, all the guys just, we're going to the bench. Okay, we're sitting down on the bench, right? So, the same thing happened last year. I know some people are concerned about the lack of goals. Same exact thing happened last year. When we went out west, they got sick. And to be honest with you, if you really look at it, and as a whole, from the beginning of the road trip to last night's game, we're having a little bit of trouble scoring goals, but it's not necessarily for lack of opportunities in the sense, but we're just not able to really. They've got no jump on the rush, right? A couple times the defensive guys are trying to pinch and help, and they're getting caught back. And you can tell last night they just didn't have any gas at all. And we've seen that before. So I'm not even a little bit concerned, because, we got shut out, but we also won some games big, right? And I think I wouldn't even worry about it a little bit, guys. I think we're in good shape at the break and everything like that. They played a lot of hockey here, okay? I mean, we had the whole Finland thing. Then we had the big, long road trip. Then we came home immediately and was 3 games in 4 nights. Had to go to Tampa, had to come back. I know it's a short trip, but all that adds up to what you saw last night, where the guys they gave everything that they had, between the St. Louis game and then winning the first game against Tampa. That was it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? We're in good shape. Don't worry about it. Back to meeting everybody. Goat Slayer, thank you. Hey, I didn't forget. Goat Slayer was there, man. He got Kyle drunk. That was a good thing. Bought me a pretzel, got us some sodas. Goat Slayer took care of us. And that actually was a big help, man, because when I would step out of, when we came down from our seats, every intermission, there'd be a bunch of people there. And so that way I was able to talk with people, and Goat Slayer took Kyle to go take care of, getting sodas and pretzels and stuff. Bought him a whole meal. I didn't even see what it was because he inhaled it so fast. So thank you there, man. Justin, it was good to meet you, right? If you don't remember Justin's the guy a few years ago. It was a few years ago, but he did the pepper challenge. I don't remember. I know it was an intro. I don't remember the exact circumstances that we did it, but Justin was there. There's way too many people. There's no way I'd have to remember 150 names if I was going to remember everybody. But especially everybody that came to 115, I kind of feel bad a little bit, because I know there were people that just barely got to shake our hands, take a picture, and go off. I don't feel fantastic about that. But please, if you have a picture on your phone with us, email me. Okay, definitely email me, and that way I can post some to the channel and everything like that. I'm searching my brain for more names, but nothing's coming to me right now. It's so early on in the morning. Give me a second, because I know as soon as I stop recording, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I forgot to mention. But if that happens, I'll leave it in the comments and everything. Bottom line is we had a great night, And it was thanks to Magda, thanks to everybody for showing up and all that. I know there's some people like Karen and Jeff, not ex-girlfriend Karen, but Karen with an I, Karen Lash. She wanted to be there, but she couldn't. Jeff Automatics wanted to be there, but he couldn't. There were a few people I screwed up with the seat. I screwed up the Facebook post, I think. When I bought the seats, I thought they were 132, but we were meeting at 115, but then the seats ended up being in 332. And then when Trey told me I posted 332, I changed it to 132 without looking at the seats, and then it turned out they were at 332. So I kind of screwed that up because I'm Jaws. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. The brain, and so I don't have Facebook on my phone, so I couldn't fix the post. I don't even know what I said on Twitter. It's been a haze, you know what I mean? I'm not in my normal routine. I'm staying with my parents, which is, staying with your parents for a week on vacation is not much different than moving in back with your parents for a week. Kyle and I are getting an Airbnb house next time. We'll just put it that way. We're too used to our peace and quiet, you know what I mean? So, all right, I've rambled enough. Please send me the pictures. A couple of you, I gave you my phone number. That's cool. Send the pictures that way. And so what's today? Merry Christmas to everybody. Whatever holiday you celebrate, go ahead and have a good time on me. And then we're leaving on Friday morning. So like early, like we got to leave the house at like 5 o'clock Friday morning. But that works out because then we'll have all day Friday at home and Saturday. And we'll be back on Saturday with our normal content. We'll see how I feel. I might do a noon on Saturday. We'll see how I feel. It's weird. My sleep hours are all different now. Normally I'm up at 5:30 to get ready to go to the gym, but it's been different here. So, but I know for the game on Saturday, that's the 28th, whatever time that is, Kyle and I will be back to doing our normal thing. All right. I gotta go get food. I gotta go to the grocery store on Christmas Eve because when I first got here, I bought what I thought was gonna be enough, and it wasn't enough. So, all right, no points, but that's okay. Thank you all again for coming out. And I'm sure I'll see you again before we leave Florida.